Hi, and welcome to another episode of TV by Squee.
We're glad you're hanging out with us again today, and we are going to be talking about when you feel overwhelmed, which also never happens to us.
Yes, we don't speak from any personal experience on any of these videos. Before we shot this, I was asking Holly if we could get through this without me crying.
So let's see.
Okay,
Play some bets.
How long will it take me to go from laughing to crying? No, I think it's really common. I think that I know for me personally, and I can only speak for myself, that overwhelmed usually comes when I try to take too much on and I try to do it myself. I'm really bad about not asking for help. And whether it's from the Lord or from my friends or my family or my husband, to just say I can't clean the house all by myself, or I can't get everything done in the time that I need it, or it's more of I can't do it as perfect as I think it should be done, but I can complete it. And then I start to kind of feel panicked, and as Holly said, start to feel like I'm going to hyperventilate or have a panic attack, and I'm like, oh, is that feeling?
Yes.
But I know you never feel that way.
No, I never do. I just talk about hyperventilating all the time. Whenever I remember, I have a fantastic life coach named Denise Martin, and one time I was really overwhelmed and we were talking about it, and I said, I feel like a failure. And she said, why? Why would being overwhelmed make you feel like a failure? Those two have nothing to do with each other.
Oh, they totally do. I totally felt that way. Yes.
Yeah. But that's what I realized. She's like, if you're overwhelmed, it does not mean you're a failure. It just means you got a whole lot to do. And that was so freeing because I automatically just feel like I am blowing everything across the board.
And letting everyone down.
Exactly.
And everyone's watching.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, and it seems like you said it's not just one thing, that it's like work and the house and my marriage and
the dog.
Like, I'm a terrible person.
And church, and I'm doing that for the Lord, and I need to be going on a mission trip and not doing this business or whatever. Yeah.
So that was really helpful to start being like, okay, I'm overwhelmed, but that doesn't mean I'm failing. It just means I've got too much on my plate.
Right. Most creativepreneurs have great vision. Then you want to do everything for 10 years from now, or a year from now, or 6 months, or to launch your business, or to grow it to the next level. And you can see what it can be, and so you think you have to do everything that requires today. And you really don't. Just do the next thing.
Yeah, I think that's great. I like to call that the do what you can plan. Just do what you can. And I think too, another reason why that's hard for us is because some of what we're overwhelmed with is because of expectations, either of other people or ourselves. And I remember one day I was praying about that, and I felt like the Lord said, Holly, when you put yourself under expectations, you're living under the law again. Like, it's not the same as the Old Testament law, but it's a different kind of law that we tell ourselves, unless I do this, unless I get this perfect, this bad thing will happen to me. So it's that whole system of action being tied to punishment and living out of fear that we're set free from through grace. So also you can take a step back and say, where is this coming from? This demand that I feel, is it from God, or is it somehow crept in? And we're servants with one master, so we really only have to please one. Love all, please one. So that's kind of been helpful. I still struggle a ton with that, but at least I'm aware that I'm struggling. So if any of you have any tips for me about that, that would be great.
We would love to hear how you overcome the overwhelmed.
Yes.
Because we know that we all fight it, and I know we joked earlier that we don't deal with that, but obviously we do. Yeah. So we'd love to hear how you battle that and what works for you. So what did you just say? One thing and then pray on, or
love all, please one.
Love all, please one.
Yes.
I'm going to do that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.